to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. It's the marquee game. We go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. For the first time with Alvin Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
It's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And this is going to be incomplete. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And some room to roam now. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the Texans' 11-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Tua. Big loss here as he's taken down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second and 11 now. Watson, pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jayon Brown. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Number 22, Denardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, it's Henry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Derrick Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. With no gain on the play, it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on
a quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
11 yards there, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Titans 3, Texans nothing.
Watson on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 54 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think they caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Tua going to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Tua to try again on second down. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
Now a toss, Kamara left side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
About 3 yards there to the 27. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. From the 27, Watson eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll go to chains as well.
6. And a tight
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Complete.
Derrick Henry. 29 yards. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Here's Watson now on second down. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 46 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. It's the fullback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
They're just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? It'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Play action, now it's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Complete to
a good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards. And the Titans first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans.
Complete to
Jonnu Smith,
touchdown.
42 yards. And the Titans have made this a one-score game.
Point conversion.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense.
About 3, 2nd and 7, forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. A give, the first man through, Gillespie, the fullback. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Watson on the
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Throwing again is Watson. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And now the rookie's free. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Tua now on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. This is Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And some space here. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Like 56.
Watson off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Yard line.
56. Hey, come on now. Like 56. Mike 56. Here we go. Like 59. 52.
Faking the give. Now Watson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This one from 35 yards away. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 75 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game.
23.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
31. Titans.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. All right, 31.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
the tackle there by George Odom. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Mike 8. Hey, watch the slip.
Out of the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 23. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football
at their own 29-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
2nd and 1.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd down, Tua. Open man is Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 20.
Now left side on the swing pass. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Evans, the ball carrier.
An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run here with Evans. They're going to try and run for it. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
31. Titans 29.
So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a carry here for their fullback. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Down at the 18-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they take a knee. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 25. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's third down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion. They're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
We got three, folks. We got three.
Now Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's third down.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw. Dancing to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.